Myntri Rangbah ke Jylla Conrad K Sangma hagasngi thoding ula pynksan ya ke jingpynlong ke sarkar Jylla ya ki cabinet retreat ni ke jingialang jong ke Kynhun Myntri shabar ke Secretariat. Tak ba ong ba ke ni ke retreat ke de ke jingkynshew pisa ni investment ke jingpynsyrwa ya ke pisa. Myntri Rangbah ula kentho ya ke ni namar ke jingkynnoh balai phujat na ki Liang Pyrshah. Myntri Rangbah ula kentho ya ke ni haswapan sedang ke cabinet retreat ke balai ke balapenlong arsngi nadu hne ke sngi thoding bat sngi sajan ha orchid resort mau ka siang new Shillong township. Myntri Rangbah ula batai ba ke retreat ke ga kabu ya ki officer bat ki minister bakin sngo thu ya ki program kampen roy bat ki kam bapher bale de ki tanat bapher ke sarkar. Ulang bah ki cabinet retreat ki officer ki long lai luj ban kli ya kanu ke jingkli bat long lai luj ban ai kanu ke jingmut. Kalong kum kalat haga baki officer ki la ban ai jingmut namar ki don ki khep baki jing ai jingmut ki babyang ki wan ki briu ba yakendu ya upaj ba. Upente baki cabinet retreat ki de ki bapenit jingmut halor ki shpautali ki jingkut jingmut jong ke sarkar bat ki shpautali ki lat ki kabu balabu haga state vision arhajar pra bat vision arhajar laipu ar.
Yeah, friends, as you're aware that this is the third cabinet retreat that we are having. And in this cabinet retreat, what we do is that we have all the departments, the officials and directors of all the departments present. We have all the BDOs present, and we have all, obviously, the cabinet ministers and senior officials who are present out here. Every cabinet retreat has got a different theme to it. But the general objective of the cabinet retreat is that while every official or minister is involved in his or her duties, it is important to align with the larger vision of the state government and to understand what every other department is doing. For example, PHE department needs to know and be aware of what are the development programs that are taking place in water resources, in social soil and water conservation, in mining department, in forest department, because it is aligned with water. Similarly, education department needs to also understand what sports and youth affairs is doing, because they are related with youth. The health department needs to also understand what CNRD is doing, because it has to do with women and women empowerment and with the health of the women. So therefore, all of these are connected. Until the departments are not talking to each other, or at least understanding what is the larger objective and mission of the government, then somewhere along the line we are missing out on the opportunities that we could have if we were to understand what the larger goals and activities of different departments are. So that's the larger perspective. In this cabinet retreat, what we have done though is that we are aligning people's vision with the 10 commitments and the 10 opportunities that we have laid down in our Vision 2028 and Vision 2032. We're trying to explain to people that while we are achieving or working towards the $10 billion economy and $16 billion in 2032, how does tourism play a role? How does road department and PWD department play a role? And while we're doing all of this, our 10 commitments to ensure that there is housing for all, there is a caring economy, there is a proper service delivery mechanism. How do we ensure that these commitments that we have laid are also achieved while we move towards an economic agenda of achieving a $10 billion economy? So it is important for block officers, important for directors, important for ministers to understand what each department is doing. So for 2 days, we're going to be sharing the knowledge, the information, the schemes, the programs of every department. And the most important part is that the officials are free to ask any question. The officials are free to give any suggestions. It's like an open, access medium where officials can give ideas, because sometimes the best ideas come from the grassroots. So we are sitting here and we might not understand, but the block officer who's going through day-to-day activities at the grassroots knows better that maybe if we can just change the mechanism of how we are doing the work by just changing one particular rule, can actually change the entire functioning of the department and the delivery of the services. So I think this is what we try to do. We of course unofficially call it Team Meghalaya, and we feel that Team Meghalaya should meet once in a while, talk to each other, discuss the problems of the state, align our visions, align our goals, and see how different departments can work together to achieve the larger purpose of taking the state forward and giving better services to the people of our state.